Well, welcome to our class, Accounting 225, Principles of Accounting. When you first log in, this is your main page, but I wanted to show you where some things are at in the class. If you click on Handouts, there's quite a bit of information there. And you can see that I've got the class divided into units. Unit 1 is what we'll focus on for now, and the syllabus is right here. Your Cengage Now boarding pass is right here. And then the first 4 chapter PowerPoints are right here. So go ahead and begin to look at those, review those. We'll go through all the PowerPoints together. We'll do some I'll do some recordings and give you the information that you need to know about each of the chapters. But one of the very first things you should do is load up the Cengage Now boarding pass, look at that information, and then get into Cengage Now and get an account and get access to my class. After you look at some of the handouts, what you should also do next then is to go to coursework. And you can see that I've got some assignments for chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4. There will be some more assignments for now, but this will get you going for the first couple of weeks of class. You can see that I've got February 17 due dates and February 24th due date, but again, there will be a few more problems. You can see that for each chapter, what you will do is a series of problems in Cengage Now, and it depends on the chapter to how many problems there are, but I'll assign up to 30 points for those problems for successful completion of them. And then I have a required problem for every chapter also. That's worth 10 points. And with the Cengage Now problems, with any assignment labeled like this, you get between 0 and 30 points. But I have unlimited attempts set in Cengage Now, so you can literally take it until you get them all correct, because it's really about learning how to do the problems. And the Cengage Now website will give you feedback, and so as you complete the problems, it will help you understand how to complete the problems, how to understand what you might have gotten wrong. So that's why I'm giving you unlimited attempts. It's really about working through them until you understand it and feel comfortable with it. The required problem, I'll have one of those for most chapters. I don't have one for chapter 1, and I won't have one either for chapter 1. But for chapter 2, it's a 10-point problem, and you just get the one attempt. So you can't do it unlimited times as often as you want. You can only go in once, and then you've got unlimited time once you get into it, but it's worth between 0 and 10 points based on how you performed. So don't do that one until you've successfully completed the chapter problems. You've read the chapter, you have listened to all the recordings and so on. Okay, so getting back to our course then, let's actually go into the Cengage Now website. Right here it is. And when you first log in, I'm logged in as a student right now, and so you should see our class when you first get into it and get registered. And this is what you'll see, after you get registered, after you enter my class access code. And you'll want to click on Assignments. Okay, and then there's a whole list of assignments here organized by date. Focus for now on the assignments due for February 17th. I'm making both Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 problems due on the 17th, just to give people a chance to get acclimated to the homework, to the class. So that's why I set my first due date for so far out. But I'm going to make all the due dates be on Sundays. And you can see with the homework problems, again, it's just a matter of unlimited right here. You can take it as often as you need to. If you want to print the assignment first before you take it, I've given you that option. You can do it if you would like. You don't have to. It's really just a matter of what you would like to do. And then here's the required problem right here for Chapter 2. So when you're ready to take it, you just click on Take, and you can see it has just one submission is allowed right here. Okay. So you can just see a whole list of problems I've got all, and then what I've also got after that is the study plans. Okay. So you can see here for chapters 1 through 12, and that's as far as we'll go in the class, is you can see that there's something called a Chapter 1 study plan. Okay, and this is just there for you to practice. I would get into it, and it does say 10 submissions. I would gladly give you more if you need them. It just defaults to 10. But what I would do is get into that and play with it. We can start it right now. and it's going to give you a pre-assignment and it's going to give you a post-assignment. And so what you can do is you can get into here, start to take it, and just see how you do. It's just kind of a way to gauge how well you know the material kind of before you get too far with it. I'm just going to click on back. Okay, so it's just there to help you study. It's not required. I'm not going to look to see what your score is or how many times you did it. It's literally there to help you understand the material. How I would approach it as a student would be to listen to the recordings, read the chapter, kind of just do those at the same time, and then I would do a study plan for a chapter and just gauge how am I doing, how well do I understand this. If the study plan is going really easy, you're doing well, then you know the material. If you're struggling with it, it's not making sense, then go back and study some more. And then once you feel like you know the material, then I would start on the homework problems. And again, it's unlimited, so it's just a matter of you doing them and getting a hang for the assignments, what they're asking you to do, and so on. If you have to go back and look it up in the book to figure out how to do it, that's just fine, because you can do it as often as you need to. Okay, and then once you feel like you know the chapter good enough, then I would work on that chapter's required problem. That'd be the last thing that I would do. All the chapters too, I'm going to add some quizzes back in our My USF course site also. There will be a quiz for most chapters, not all, but most chapters will have a quiz. And then we'll have some tests also. I have not released those yet for you to see, but we'll have our first test. We'll cover chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that will be assigned sometime in late February. Okay, so that'll get you started. There'll be some more recordings, and we'll go from there. Thank you.